We hate to say we're right when things like this happen, but we were right. Asmongold and I and a bunch of other people, I'm sure, said I would not go to TwitchCon if I was a female streamer. And unfortunately, the Emiru situation proves us right.
What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
Yeah, so I mean, the safety of our creators is a top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch, it extends throughout our society.
Well, it seems like he's bullshit. He's equivocating. He's trying to make it seem as if it is impossible to stop all attacks on people, all assaults, all bad things happening to people that are in a public-facing job. Now, here's the thing. That is a true statement. It is impossible. Some of those things are going to slip through. However, with the Emiru situation, it seems very clear from all of the evidence going forward that this was totally avoidable. This was absolutely something that could have been stopped and therefore didn't need to happen. And if Twitch had actually done its job and correctly put in place security stuff and actually followed that security stuff, this wouldn't have happened. This would not have happened. Now, does that mean that none of this stuff would ever happen? I've said it before, the IRL streaming stuff. Look, that's going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. If, all of these, any of these IRL streamers going out, you're going to get stream snipers. And those stream snipers, hopefully 99% of the time, are going to be just trying to get some clout. They're trying to, raise their profile a little bit by getting on someone who's bigger stream. I get it. Fine. Totally. Not great for the streamer, but not dangerous. However, if you're a big streamer, and certainly if you're one of the streamers that kind of cultivate a parasocial relationship with some of your people, well, guess what? Some of those people are going to be or become mentally unhinged, and they're going to go and do something bad. Maybe something dangerous, maybe something violent, maybe something uncomfortable. It's not going to be good. Okay? Which is why, again, I think the IRL streaming stuff should probably stop. If I'm going to be totally honest, if I understand why you're doing it to raise your profile because not a lot of other people were doing it. Now it's so popular, I don't think you're getting any huge benefits from it. And I would just do, unfortunately, the Asmongold strategy of just, stay in your house. Stay in your house, do your streams, do your stuff, and completely disconnect in terms of in-person meetings with any of these people, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're putting yourself in the crosshairs every time it happens. It's not good. It shouldn't be happening. I'm happy to say that, of course. But guess what? We live in a world in which we have police. If the police were not necessary because there's some percentage of the population that's going to commit crimes, no matter what the laws are, they're going to do things that are asocial, antisocial, that are bad for people and society in general, we wouldn't need cops and therefore we wouldn't have them. We live in a world in which those people exist. Okay? So if you're doing something that puts you at greater risk of bad things happening to you because there's going to be some crazy people in your audience, you should probably try to minimize that contact as much as humanly possible. Going to TwitchCon, I hope at this point, because I don't really care about the platform Twitch. I don't care about it at all. I would hope TwitchCon is over. I would hope this is the last TwitchCon. That'd be my hope, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Do you think this is going to happen? I think what Emiru should do is sue. I think she should sue. I think she should sue Twitch because they allowed this to happen. They had a duty to provide security for this thing. They have, this guy's saying it. Hey, look, safety is our top priority. Bro, that's a lawyer statement. Safety is our top priority. If safety is your top priority, then you should have had security and procedures in place to make sure that something like this couldn't have happened. Obviously, all of the evidence that we've seen shows that no, they didn't follow those security policies or they didn't have them in the first place. And therefore, they were in charge of making sure this place was secure. And in fact, they did the exact opposite. They put these people in danger, more danger than they would have been otherwise. And rubber meets the road. There was an assault. It happened. It happened to Emiru. And are we surprised? No, no one is surprised. This is not a good look for them.
I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want, engaging with you and participating with you aren't today. They basically don't bother me. Okay. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry of helping.
Leaders at what? What are you leading in like harassment, like stalking? I don't even understand.
Just to give you a sense of the monumental fuck up that transpired yesterday, the video of the incident comes out and goes omega viral. Twitch releases a statement about it, stating they have zero tolerance for harassment. Emiru drops a tweet stating Twitch has lied about the whole thing. The person in the video that protected her was her own security, while Twitch's security completely ignored what happened, or were even laughing, letting the person just walk away and leave the convention. After all of...
And again, we know that's true. We've got video of them leaving, walking away. Twitch, as far as I know, for right now, has not called for this person's arrest. They've not involved the police. And why would they? It makes them look bad. It makes them look, if they involve the police, then, they fucked up. And there's potentially criminal liability there.
Of this, Twitch's CEO Dan Clancy goes live on his own stream, wondering Twitchcon, and then at the very same time as Clancy is streaming like nothing happened, Emiru goes live on her own stream.
I asked them, what are they going to do about this? And you know what they said initially?
Please say it.
They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Yes!
Oh my God.
For 30 days! They were banning him for 30 days!
It's impressive.
What?
As soon as this happened, Clancy started receiving calls and ended the stream saying this.
It turns out I have a meeting coming up that I hadn't planned. So,
Yeah, wonder what happened.
Sorry about going live and then dropping off. I need to be somewhere.
They actively cover up the role that they played and misrepresent a situation to make themselves look good, to avoid accountability for someone being sexually assaulted at their event.
Yeah, and I mean, too bad, too late. It's all on video. And again, like I said, she should sue. She realistically should actually take any and all legal means available to her to go after Twitch. Because again, this is their event. They set it up and they created the environment necessary for this to happen. It's not a guarantee. This didn't have to happen. And therefore, why would you not do that? To be perfectly honest, I think she should, for a number of reasons. For her, certainly it makes sense. And then also for everybody else that this is going to happen to. Again, this is not the first time that something like this has happened at TwitchCon. It's just the first time that it's gone this viral, because I guess the last time it happened that I'm aware of, it happened to NMP, and they were like, it's a dude, who cares? When it's a, cute girl, very different story. Very different story. If this was a dog, Twitch would have been burned down at this point. It's not good. It's not a good look. I do think she should sue. I really do. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Good luck in all your endeavors. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll say farewell for now.